Yeah, good morning, everyone. This is me, your brother, your friend, Humanist Stephen, on the show. This is our early morning dose, as you all know, and we are here again this morning to give you the latest Ogbonge news from Nigeria and across the world. Please, if you are just coming in as you are sitting down, with your cup of coffee, just press on the share button and share this broadcast for us. As every one of you know, it is going to be a very very interesting day today as we go into issues that is bordering on our nation and our people. If you know today is your first time, please press the notification button, subscribe to Nigeria Watch YouTube, and also give us some thumbs up, because your thumbs up you give to us helps us to get a lot of promotion from YouTube channel, and also it gives us it helps you also to get notification as soon as I am online. And if you are following me on Facebook, please don't forget to subscribe to Nigeria Watch YouTube, and also follow me on Matter Arising with Humanist Stephen. Okay, guys. Today we have a lot of news for you from Edo State and other parts of the world. So we're going to just take our time right now as we go into the news one by one. Please, I'm going to do my sharing now. Just kindly do yours. Let's see how we can kick off the show. Thank you, guys, and have a very blessed show today. Well, Mr. Oni, please can you just introduce yourself to the people as we kick off this show, sir?
My people all over the world, from Asia, Europe, America, Africa, here from Lagos, Nigeria. Emmanuel Oni is the name. I'm saying good morning. And yesterday was fantastic. It was a good experience, being the first show for me on the matters arising. This is another day we promise is going to be full of information, educative, entertaining, and you will never be disappointed. So thank you very much for another opportunity like this. God bless you.
Yeah, thank you, guys. As on a year, my brother, he said it was a good experience yesterday. You guys made the experience good because you guys are always on the show. Because when I day here like this, they make us way they do this show, they appreciate people, they listen to us. Like as I always they talk, when man they talk and nobody listen to them, the man a madman. Yes. They say, that man, that they talk to himself, nobody they listen to him. So they'll say that man, like say, in not for his head, small not don't come out, finish. But when I day here they listen to us, that shows that we get people where we they talk to. Now it make us, we always they respect our fans. We know they play with them at all. Because without now, this job when they do so, it not gonna be job at all. Rather, it could come be say my head, it they shake so more. So now so the matter be. So we are going to go straight to the point. You know me, now all rounder for this show now what they do. They speak English, they speak pidgin English, sometimes I even they speak Benin language on ourselves. If the matter can't reach where we say the can't be as it get, I will enter Benin language. So make una not worry. Now the way the team be me, now it make me they talk like this. Today news not going to be small one though, because the news the many not be saying as small. But we will take them jete one by one. As we dey read them for you, we go to talk what we know, what we sabi talk for inside all this Ogbonge news where they come on our way this morning. I am your brother, Humanist Stephen, and with my brother here, Emmanuel Oni. We are on Matter Arising with Humanist Stephen. Today, the first news on the show is a DNA challenge. You know, this one, this our brother. We don't know say, say this our brother, and they talk about the matter nearly every day for the last 2 months. I don't fight with many people. Many people don't fight with me. I don't curse many people. Many people don't curse me. And many of them can also be my friend. Because they can't understand, say, where me they go, not be the way they themselves, they think the matter to be. Today, they will get DNA challenge today. Igbo youth leaders volunteer to go for tests with Nnamdi Kanu. Okay, now be the first Obonga news today. This one, it be as it get, or it get as it be. And make we read the news, we will know what they tell us for inside the news. Said the self-acclaimed leader of Igbo youth in Nigeria and diaspora, Comrade Chukwuma Dike, has challenged the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra to a DNA test for the both of them to ascertain if truly Nnamdi Kanu is an Igbo man. This one strong, oh. this matter strong. But my Igbo brother, I'm come answer this. I'm come judge this matter because this matter we go judge and today. No, we'll finish. Oh. One of my brother, what they call Comrade Chukwuma Dike, don't come and challenge Nnamdi Kanu, making and I go do DNA test if Nnamdi Kanu are really Igbo man. And he read further. Oh, he further said that Kanu during his numerous broadcasts has been insulting Igbo mothers by calling their sons Fulani blood. Okay. This one be as it get. This, according to Comrade Chukwuma Dike, is totally unacceptable. Comrade Chukwuma Dike, however, volunteered to submit himself for a DNA test and have challenged Nnamdi Kanu to submit himself too, so that the entire world will be sure that Nnamdi Kanu is indeed an Igbo man. He called an independent organized DNA test, according to a news source. While speaking to newsmen, he cried emotionally how he said abusive language has caused so much pains to Igbo mothers who the world now sees as being promiscuous. My brother, this news where you go here, so how you see the matter? Because the thing be get from here.
Well, for my side, the news it be like comedy for my side because these two brothers when they come out now, one call the wash their dirty linen in the open market. Now, so I see this matter. I think I would just advise them. Now, advice I get because I don't really see anything when I want to analyze for this matter. Because yes, Kanu they say some of the Igbo brothers get Fulani blood. That's his whole position about the Igbos. I think the other one they want contradict and say no. I think they are just into personality battle. This one one should say that it's a bit of pass. The other one should say that it's a bit of pass. I think two of them should just try to find a way to take this matter come up from public, even if they get issues with themselves. Not be all this kind of matter they will come to talk for public. Say this one get may they go by DNA test, may they not go DNA test. The battle when they fight should be the utmost things. These are distractions as far as I'm concerned. If you have something to a cause you are fighting for, if you guys are really ready for a cause, all these things, all these distractions, put it aside and come together, harmonize your point and work towards it. But this one now, what they do now, they trivialize the matter of the real thing, what they do. For me, it's trivializing it. Nobody will take them serious. Because for me now, I'm just laughing. It's comedy they are doing. It's comedy as far as I'm concerned. So I know, I go advise them, make them take this kind of matter, come up for public. Make them deal with the thing where they really day after. Because why me, wait me a day after for Nigeria matter now? Anything that will make a nation work for at least 70 to 80% of everybody. In every nation, there are people that the country is not working for, but they are minute. But in our case, majority is just less than 50% of people of Nigeria that the nation is working for. The remaining 85% is not working for them. So what should be our focus is how to fight the politicians, especially the politicians. That should be our focus. So if though the way to achieve this thing, people can get different ways to it. But the most important is let us keep our eyes in the ball, not all this distraction. Because this one now, it makes the politician, they go sit down for one corner, they laugh us. So you see them. This one they say na be the diaspora leader. This one they say na be Biafra leader. And now they say me then go DNA test. They will be happy hearing this kind of things. So I will advise them to please sheath their sword and come together. Let's fight our common enemy. And our common enemy are the politicians, whether PDP, APC. They have hijacked every system. The education, they don't want us, they don't want our children to get good education. They don't want. They don't want us to have access to good roads. They don't want to have good heads. They take all those things away from us deliberately so that by the time they dangle 1,000 naira, when it's time for something when they want to achieve, then we go they run after that 1,000 naira. Our sense no go correct. That is the idea behind all these things when Nigeria politicians do. So I'm appealing to now the Kanu and his brother, make them come out all this kind of matter from public. They then take the matter when they fight seriously if they really love us, except they are fighting their personal interests.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the only way they can continue with this. If they are not fighting their personal interests, that they want Nigeria to work as they claim to, because in the shortest possible time, I'm going to be see them as they are the same thing. If they continue this kind of thing, so that is the much I can say about this, my brother.
Okay, me too. I think that say me I align with waiting my brother thought, because waiting me they talk from the beginning in the last 2 months. Now they say make we remove personal ambition, egoism away, because now waiting they kill us, Satan and I be that. We believe say I better pass you, you better pass me, I better pass you, you better pass me. And they make us a fight, unnecessary fight for social media and every part, of the world. Anyway, you see Satan a day. Always the get leader. It's very difficult for you to have a Satan, particularly the Igbo extraction, to have a leader. That's why at the time people say, I don't be saying I believe what Nnamdi can do 100%. But one thing I don't say about Nnamdi can be say, Nnamdi can be the only first person like Ojukwu, where if he muster people to believe in
people. Yeah.
And that one, they make my people say that one alone, they make me to give the man some more respect, because I know my Igbo people are who they be. Because every Igbo man, now Edika one, Samatu one, Ogwegu one,
Otechi one.
Everything is one. They don't get two. They don't have two. So it means they always want to be equal with each other. That's why they have one. All their title is always one. They don't have a 2. They don't have a 3. It's 1 or no 1s. But for a guy to have been able to muster this strong emotional attachment to people, have been able to this strong emotional attachment to a guy within the Igbo extraction, shows that guy has some level of leadership quality in him. Yeah, maybe the guy will not go. Maybe they do the thing in a very wrong way, like we talk yesterday. Say, to make somebody get power, and we call it over the praise the person. Sometimes the person they lose focus.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you something. I watched a video of Nnamdi Kanu when somebody called from one country, I think it's Spain or so. Even the praises that the guy gave to Nnamdi Kanu on that call, even myself, I was embarrassed. My leader, my supreme leader, hey God, oh God, without you, sir. No, I was like, come on, guys. You are making this man to lose focus. One thing I've seen in all this is most of the IPOP member actually made Nnamdi Kanu to lose focus.
Yeah.
They gave Nnamdi Kanu the name Supreme Leader. He didn't give it to himself. They gave him the name. There are many, many names they gave to him by themselves, which has now made the man to feel that he is. Some of them even call him the Jesus of their time.
Yes.
We are humans. I'm a human being. If you press me beyond a certain reasonable point, you not criticize me one day, bros, I'm gone.
I go, yeah.
I'm gone.
Very correct.
No matter how humble I try to be now, I will just lose.
Yeah.
Because if I see everybody, whereas I control over 3 million youths, and all of them are saying the same thing to me. There's those who is not following the larger population. I see them as my enemy within the youth. Or within the like Benin now, for example, now, and I became an household name in Benin. That everybody now talk about me. You know, good, hey, you know that guy human is, hey, that guy now go. Then if you now you're not saying the same thing the way other people are saying, Mr. Emmanuel is my enemy. I would not want it to be within, you know, the circle now of trying to do the right thing. Yes. So I want to advise my Igbo people, please forget the IPOP family members. My brother, because Nnamdi Kanu is my brother. I've told people before, he's my brother. Every Saturday night, they're my brothers. They're my brothers. There's something that ties all of us together. We are of the same lineage, the same extraction. Yeah. There's no difference in us, and we are all brothers. It was these idiots that came, these people that came and started dividing themselves, you know, amongst this thing. That's why you can never see, they can say, Igbo woman that marries a Yoruba woman, a Yoruba man is promiscuous. He never said that. He only talk about the Fulani because he knows we are never the same.
Yes.
That's why he always say that. I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to be ethnical in my analysis, but that is just a fact because we have the same character. If our faces are the same, our behavior are nearly the same. Our food are nearly the same. Everything about us is like
our culture, yes. Even our style of marriage is almost
culture, the same. Dressing, you know, they're all the same. So it's just little things that actually separated one from the other. So I will advise Chukwumadike to as a matter of fact, go talk to his brother. Let what this is be taken away from the public domain to avoid most of this story that touches that is actually, you know, that will be parading around the entire place where, you know, these same leaders, particularly the Southeast leaders who are actually not happy with what is happening in the Southeast today will take advantage of it and want to laugh at the people and say, you see that the youth are not ready to even learn yet. For you to be a youth, if you are not ready to learn, it will be difficult for you to be able to change anything, you know, better. So if you cannot cooperate now to fight for one, you know, for the same purpose, then for me, I think it is not a thing that we can be able to say much about. So I'm going to advise every one of them, draw your sword. Even I try to I'll be speaking to Ijele, you know, writing him, but you have not replied. You guys should draw your sword. Wherever it is, let's call Nnamdi Kanu to bear. Let's settle this is behind the camera for the interest and for the sake of your people. If you have the people at heart, if every one of you, because somebody said we're all fighting for the Igbo nation. Beautiful. It doesn't matter the way you fight for Igbo nation, but when there is division in the camp, then we're already in for a big problem. But if you're able to manage the division in the camp, then we are in for a very beautiful and a very wonderful time in the future. Please, guys, give us some likes and share this video as we continue. Please, just some likes, share this video, and subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Nigeria Watch, Matter Rising with Humanity or United Satan Nigeria show. The next one we will get now be this: unclaimed dividends and bank balances to become available to federal government for spending. When I tell you, I say, una enter one chance 2015, I think something like it. Una will support at that time. Now our money. And the problem, you know that this problem is going to be many of us that are in diaspora.
Of course.
Because there are many of us today who are in diaspora who will not get paper. Well, okay, make they carry my money, they go house, they save it for account. So that when time reach, so that if they go out, at least I just have to do something. And if you're that money not dead there, there's one say the money was dormant for some time, bros. Your money don't enter voicemail. Audio voicemail. You don't enter twa. You know, Buhari say una money will not leave for bank. Where una not they spend. That means you don't need the money. Ingo go collect the money, spend that for una neck. Make I say, make I try to explain that. Una president say the money where una not they spend. And if you buy share for company, where the money of the share you not they spend down, it won't help you
spend down.
So, he said because you know you like the things difficult for you to help you and raise your spending. Please, guys, share this video. Let people come here and listen. So, if you have a bank account in Nigeria that has been dormant for some time, please, guys, activate your bank right away.
That's the key.
And start drawing out and drawing in. These guys, they mean business because now China has refused to borrow them money. World Bank has refused to borrow them money. IMF has refused to borrow them money. African Development Bank has refused to borrow them money. So now they are returning to your own money for their personal interest. So if they're going to spend the money, you do nothing. They're trying to make a law now for them to be able to spend your money. It is only in Nigeria that I see this kind of Dracula laws. In Europe, they even encourage you to save. They encourage you, the bank saying, okay, if I put a fixed deposit now for the last 6 years, let me say my money you don't enter voicemail. Let's look at the news, guys. Unclaimed dividends and bank balances to become available to federal government for spending. Unclaimed dividends and bank account balances unattended to for at least 6 years will be available as special credit to the federal government through the Unclaimed Fund Trust Fund. The Finance Act 2020 recently signed into law by President Buhari. The trust fund will be a sub-fund of the Crisis Intervention Fund with other people's money. Whereas you guys are living large. You are living large at the expense of the people. And the little that people save now, you guys want to go and take it. Because I get power. See? One chance on I enter. One chance. The act stipulates that any unclaimed dividends for a public limited liability company quoted on the Nigerian Stock Exchange and any unutilized amount in a dormant bank account maintained in or by a deposit money bank which has remained unclaimed or unutilized for a period of not less than 6 years from the date of declaring the dividend or domiciling the fund in a bank account shall be transferred immediately to the trust fund. My brother. The act, however, exempt official bank, see criminals. The act, however, exempt official bank account owned by the federal government, state government, or local government, or any of their ministry, department, or agencies.
See criminality.
Because now they keep their money.
Yes.
The act further stipulates that the monies transferred to the trust fund will be a special debt held by the federal government to shareholders and dormant bank account holders. Bros, if you not give them that money, you will see the money again. Federal government will pay on back. For Nigeria, will do so. Do you know what that means now? They can go to your bank, withdraw your money, spend it, and they say they are owing you. You are taking money from me. Which paper may you sign? Which document me and you sign for you to collect my money from my bank? It also states that the original owner of the money can claim it at any time. I love in Chinese language. The operation of the trust fund will be supervised by the Debt Management Office and governed by a governing council chaired by the finance minister and a co-chairman from the private sector appointed by the president. According to source, this move is expected to make needed funds available to the federal government without foreign exchange worries or conditions attached to loans from multilateral lenders. Other members of the governing council shall include the governor of the central bank, Director General of the Security and Exchange Commission, Managing Director of the National Deposit Insurance Corporation, a representative of the Registrar of Companies, two representatives of the Shareholders Association, a representative of the Bank Committee, and the Director General of the Debt Management Office as the Secretary of the Trust Fund. End of quote. Now let me say there. Let's joke apart right now. In a sane society, like the developed world, it's a sound idea. Okay? But in the Nigerian setting that we are, this is the robbery. I'm going to say the reason why, sir. Right now, we have this NIN number that we are doing today in Nigeria. And they now say people who have international passports need an NIN number. People who have BVN need an NIN number. People who have, we have done many different kind of security wherever.
Yes.
That is not working today in Nigeria. Do you know if they pick your money today, you live in diaspora, they're going to demand for an NIN number from you.
Of course.
They're going to demand for your source of that income from you. I'm just being frank because that's what they're going to do. The source, how do you make the money? Maybe you have 20 million in your account. How did you make that money? You need to come and explain. If you cannot explain the source of that money, then it becomes illicit wealth. It will be forfeited to the federal government. Then, if you are a shareholder, like I'm a shareholder in Zenith Bank, a Guarantee Trust Bank. But do you know that while I was there, then I was bearing my father's name. You get it now?
Yes.
I'm bearing my father's
name.
Osaremida, not the dear method. Now, I bought them in my father's first name, not the family name. If the federal government decide to take such,
you can't claim it.
My dividends, I can't claim it.
You can't claim it. That's the idea behind all these laws.
You see that now? Because they know. Or maybe I start to buy a share in the name of my son or my daughter who are underage, just to keep it going at least until they get to 18 or 20, so that they can start a life better than the way I started my life. And then I take this money without a concept. Not that they're going to write you now. The bank is going to write you.
No.
Okay, no. So you are getting no pre-information. The next thing is the money in your bank is going to be empty. And when you start to go there, and it's empty, the bank will not tell you, yeah, the federal government took your money. They do not give you a very big form to fill. with the bureaucracy in the Nigerian system,
yeah,
you can spend 10 years fighting for the money, and this government is out of power. The nation is going to come and tell you, we are not even aware of what happened.
We are not aware. We were not part of it.
So, guys, if you know you have an account in Nigeria today, particularly of us in diaspora, because now we get money for us. Apart from that one, every other people will get money for us, now the politicians. Now when they keep money for bank, apart from us, we're there abroad, another person will get money for bank, they are politicians. This is an attempt to rob us more and make us more poor. In a sane society, what they would have done is to reduce the recurrent expenditure of these people. I'm not even getting what they're saying.
They don't want to go there. That is a no-go area. And that is exactly what we need at this point. My brother, it's a very sad situation. Exactly. The government is too large. And the big people is too much. The difference between level 7 and level 14, if you know, in Nigeria, but the government does not want to go there. I hope one day this thing will not get to a point where they will tell us that some percentage of our money in our account, they will have right to claim it, because that is where we are going with all these laws that is coming up. That is where I am seeing we are going. How can you tell me for an account that has been dormant for 6 months, for 6 years, you want to have the right to go into that account and collect money, or a share that has been dormant for 6 months, you have the right? And when you were putting in this law, packaging this law, you never seek the opinions of the people that have this money. No opinion. Their opinion were never sought. You never asked them. You just came up with a law one day that 6 years account, you are going to be collecting money. And like you said, it's going to have more effect on people in diaspora Nigerians. So these people are just looking for a way to collect money from the poor, from the ordinary Nigerians, and they don't touch their own. So, and you see what makes it more difficult for me is this. Maybe the executive is planning this. The senators, the National Assembly will just go the same way with them. Straight. Nobody is going to ask questions. Whether PDP or APC.
You favor them now. That's the reason why.
It's working for them. So that is why it now hurts me when I now see that this thing is really hurting every day, that has buried the Bronx. We still fight ourselves on social media. And this thing does not benefit us in any way. My brother, I am appealing to every Nigerian. Especially, I know the ones abroad, you guys are trying. But we that are here is where we have the ones here, we are not ready to face the real truth and face these people. We are not ready. Instead, we are looking for shortcuts. And shortcut will not work it. Shortcut will not give us the expected desire or result that we are demanding for. We must face these people head on. We must take the battles to them. Now, they have come up with different laws in the last 2 years, and everything is working for them. So they are encouraged to come up again. That's why they are coming up with this, because nobody is going to antagonize them. Nobody is going to confront them. We just talk in front of television and radio, and that at the end, that is all. So I'm sure in the next 1 or 2 years they will come out that 20% of your savings they want to have access to it.
Yeah. Yeah, because what I see why people don't talk so much in Nigeria is this. You know, we that live in diaspora, we have laws. So we talk based on the law that is workable in this part of the world.
Yeah.
Okay. There, the judiciary has failed us completely.
Yes.
In Nigeria. Because this kind of law now, if somebody goes to the court now, the judiciary would never say anything. Okay. And this law was even passed into law by the same House of Assembly, which has become a rubber stamp to the executive arm of government in this dispensation. To them, that's what I said yesterday. Guys, listen. Under the case, it's not your problem.
It's not.
Your problem are actually the elites in Nigeria.
Yes.
Like I said, we have two languages in Nigeria: the rich and the poor. Two ethnic groups in Nigeria: the rich and the poor. We only have two nationalities in Nigeria: the rich and the poor. Until we, the dontrodens, the talakawas, the less privileged, start seeing ourselves as one against these very few influential ones, they will continue to use us to play taboo.
Yes.
They understood very well. That's why anytime they want to do us some funny issues, they come with ethnicity. They come with religion. They bring these two settlements because they know the two things that divide Nigeria most are religion and ethnicity. So they play on the intelligence of the people.
Yes.
Via religion and ethnicity. At the moment they do that, they will bring a very long division at the middle.
And
then they use and the less privileged that will fall for their gimmicks and begin to think based on how they want us to think.
Yes.
That's why we have remained where we are. Those of us that have traveled out of the country will see this in a very more clearer and more different ways. Like one who lives in Nigeria. Because I have never seen anywhere in the world that people will live in the same country together. Somebody was saying, there was one of my friends who was saying a tuber of yam in Sweden is 11,500 naira. A tuber of yam in Nigeria is 250 naira. One, I don't even know where a tuber of yam is 250 naira in Nigeria, assuming that's the case. And I ask a question. What is the salary of a guy
in Nigeria?
And what is the salary of an average person in Nigeria? A Swedish guy gets about 150 crown per hour, which is 15 euros per hour. And gets about 15 euros, then 15 times 4, 15 times 8, which is the maximum hour they get, they do a day. So that'll give you 120 euros in a day. If you prepare 120 euros in a day, it's more than what an average Nigerian
gets in a year. That's almost a year.
now, this is the mindset now. Now, somebody will not come and say, things are very expensive in Sweden. Whereas a guy who lives in Sweden that gets, what is 11,500 in Swedish currency? You see the way they program the mind of the people.
Yes.
They program your mind in a way that the approach you're talking about, things are quite very expensive there, guy. They are joking with you guys. We are better here in Nigeria. Did I give you some very funny terminologies that is not even workable? Not also forgetting that yam is a tropical product.
Yes.
which is only available in African continent, not in European continent.
It's not locally made, it's not locally sourced.
So it's an imported goods.
Yes.
Into this part of the world. So when you put the cost of importation and every other things you put into it, cost of importation, export tax, import tax, and all that you put into it, the price would have risen. But don't talk of whereby these goods are actually being made in Nigeria. What is the cost of buying a carton of chicken? Old layer in Sweden, a full carton of chicken is bought for 25 euros. Okay? 25 euros. Now, how much do you buy one chicken in Nigeria? At the end of the day, is the cost I use in buy the full chicken that I use a full carton of about 20 chickens in it?
To buy, buy one. Yeah.
Why? Because they have this produced massively. We import chicken into Nigeria. That's why it is expensive.
Expensive, yeah. I
don't think in Nigeria there are people that drink liquid milk in Nigeria. Liquid milk.
No, you can't. No,
it's very expensive.
It's only if liquid milk is for the bourgeois.
For the bourgeois. So now here, liquid milk is more cheaper than the powder milk. Because why? They have a lot of it here. They produce it here more. So everything you produce in the country is supposed to be cheaper than the one imported. But they will not give us that narrative at all. They'll give you the narrative that everything needs to be the same. So those people there, they are not as enjoying as you claim. How many of us eat Chinese food in Nigeria? It's expensive.
Yes.
Here you can go to a Chinese restaurant with 10 euros.
Wow.
And you eat buffet and get tired. 10 euros. Which is today is 5,000 naira.
Yeah, it's not less than 25,000.
You eat and eat and eat and eat and eat and get tired. Okay? So these are different things we need to know. So guys, if you know you have money in the Nigerian bank account, please, I want to beg you, do the needful. Call your bank officer.
Yes.
Reactivate that account.
Yes.
Put in some money into it again so that it starts working over again. So these guys don't pick your money and turn it to their personal money, because if they do, you will never get the money back.
Oh.
The Nigerian system will not give you that money back. If you've not been able to pay salary, on top of that, they will not pay your bills. They won't. You would, if you do anything, they kill you. They can call you Yahoo. They can send EFCC after you. I tell you guys, they can make sure you don't come back to Nigeria again. Yeah. So do the needful right now. Take this money away and utilize it as soon as possible. Just like me. I don't have money in Nigeria. I tell people every day, they think I'm joking. I don't have money here, I don't have money in Nigeria. If I'm sending money away from here to Nigeria, if the money pass 500,000, you know that I have a project. Because one, our money is fluctuating up and down. Number two, I don't trust the bank. It can close tomorrow. Savannah Bank closed on me. I lost millions. What they call them, Societe Generale. That one I lost 5 million. The time that one closed. So bros, I don't see paper for their hand. So now I don't even trust even the biggest bank, First Bank and Zenith Bank. I'm not trusting. So what I do is, if I put some more money for account, you know, say maybe now one more. I wait for what you have to do. As they come, I they draw, and the next week will remain at 20,000 naira. Sometimes my account be 1,000. Sometimes they will come and say, what is happening? So then you might get this amount tomorrow, 0. Bros, I'm not doing a business so. Because I don't trust that. This is why I tell people keeping money home, particularly if you live in diaspora, doesn't make any real sense. Rather, you leave the money here with you, the value remains the same. then it is safeguarded by you. People, the government of Western world are happy when they see money in your account. They are happy that at least you also have you actually have a tendency to what? To save. Now Nigeria own is if you save, we go turn that to bread and butter for your head. Another news today, this one, we have to just talk about this one. You know, during 2014 election, you say this man tried. This man tried. Today, this Dele Momodu, we are among the people that actually supported. More than Dele Momodu for not know. That's why they call Dele Momodu. Now be this. These guys are one of the problem of Nigeria. This guy supported Buhari against Jonathan. This guy was one of the people. Wole Soyinka, Tunde Bakare, Femi Falana. All these people crying today, sir. All of them crying today.
Of course. I'm aware. I know.
They were all behind this mess that we found ourselves today. They actually imposed this mess on us. The Kwakwasos, the Sarakis, the Dino Melayes, the Tabuas, the Dogaras. I'm talking about the people that are crying now, not the one that is with him.
I enjoy with them. I know.
The one that are crying today.
Crying that are fed, they've been affected seriously.
This Autumn, Sam Autumn of Benue. Jonah Young.
John.
All of them, they were against Jonathan. They call him coolest. They call him worthless. They call him drunkard from the Niger Delta. Many names were being called to this man. To the point, they did this to him. This is a protest in Nigeria where the picture of a sitting president was carried around the town in Abuja and Lagos with this mammoth crowd that you can see here, guys. This was in Ojota, where Buhari, Chief Tinubu, Fashola, Oshomole, Patutomi, Tunde Bakare, Obi Ekwasili, Aisha Yusufu, and many of these other people were in attendance with Chief Yegun, Muhammadu Buhari himself. They were in attendance at Ojota. They locked Lagos down. Who dare today? Who dare today carry Buhari picture with a coffin today? And
you are a gunner. You are a gunner. You will not live to tell the story.
Who today carries Buhari picture and live to tell the story?
You cannot live.
Thank God. A peaceful protest, you are shot at, killed.
Yes. You
are doing a peaceful protest on the 31st. Today, you are in the court of law. They have already castrated Sowore already.
Yeah, you are being on handcuff like a common criminal.
They handcuff Sowore to court.
Yes. Including the Sowore now. Sowore was a very strong voice against Jonathan.
We all thought the guy was clueless. Because the guy he was not talking.
Yes.
No, look at what they said today now. Look at what he said. So this picture illustrates how quickly and easily a country can lose its democracy and slip dangerously into dictatorship. Former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan truly deserve our accommodation and apologies. No one can try this now with President Muhammadu Buhari. He tweeted.
Brother.
There was nothing that they didn't do to Jonathan, but the guy smiled all through without not saying anything. Guys, if we not get better thing, more not try to the whole land.
You know, Jonathan said something.
Yes, sir.
You can remember when he said something, and the thing is happening in a very short while. It's not up to 8 years. He said, Nigerians will remember me in the future.
Yeah, he said they remember for the freedom of speech they enjoyed under my government.
They enjoyed, yes, during my tenure. And in less than 5-6 years, we are seeing it play out. So that is the joy. So next time, when God bless us, we will be able to hold on to the blessing God gave to us. We carelessly, arrogantly, stupidly brought in somebody to come and kill us.
Also because Jonathan was a minority.
Yes, yeah, it was. That was a major. That was the major reason. It was because he was a minority. If it was a northerner, you can't hear it.
You can't hear it. You want
the people will fight for him. The people will fight for him.
But what Jonathan did, no northerner did it for them. Do you know that a few months ago, Professor Zulu, the governor of Borno State, now remembered what Jonathan did. Even Aerofire, that's Aerofire, now remember what Jonathan did for their marginaries. But they were actually the people who encouraged those children not to go to that school that was built.
Yes.
Which have not been taken over by Boko Harams as their camps.
Yes.
All in an attempt to destroy the man's reputation. Today, the Nigerian people have actually gotten what they wanted.
Yes. You get the kind of leaders you want. We are, in our face, we are enjoying what we worked for. We are enjoying what we work for. We have not always tried to do the right thing. Everything we have done from the beginning is find shortcut away from problem. We are not the kind of people that see challenges and face it head on and try to deal with the situation with your best ability so that you come out of it fully. What we do in everything we do is we just look for an easy way out, shortcut out of every situation. And shortcut does not solve any problem. Rather, it prolongs the problem. And the more the problem is prolonged, the more it becomes difficult to handle. That is exactly what we are facing now as a nation. As at the time we have this problem around that during Babangida, when this whole thing started, we just played along. We just played along. When the democracy came up to, instead of us to face it and fight it, we were just looking for easy way out. Let it, once it works for me, it's good. If it does not work for me, that's when I will complain. So everybody is suffering in that. Even the people that started the democracy, like the Obasanjos, that thought that he wanted to build the democracy within his dynasty, so that everything will be within his power. They have taken it away from him. He's more, though he's super rich, he's still respected, but they are insulting him every day. See Sarakina, see Dimno Melai. Gradually, even our own brother in Edo State, Oshomole, at the point he was abandoned. So it's going to be very tough for us to get out of it. I know we are in a very serious, but this is not a matter of shortcut like we always do. This is not a matter of radio, television talk. This is a matter of let us take the battle to them. We have been conquered. We have been conquered. And nobody is going to let us free without we fighting, asking for, or fighting for our freedom. The politicians are not going to set us free. They are not going to wake up one day and say, I want Nigeria to work. No. They are okay with it. As far as they are concerned, it's working. It's working. They are fine with it. So let them, they want it to continue this way, the way things are. They want it to continue. They want to always oppress us. They want us to always be at their their subordinate, even our children. They want it to remain like that, and they will do everything possible to keep it like this. The senators don't want to sacrifice anything. The executive don't want to sacrifice anything. Now the judiciary too, they don't want to sacrifice anything, because somehow they are getting their own share of it. Once you get to the level of judge, chief judge, so they are enjoying it. So okay, they want it to continue.
Let's go to the next news because of time. We have been scheduled. We have a lot to deal with today.
Yes.
We are going to the heat. We are going to the heat of the talk now. Those are just preambles, and then now we are not going to the heat. So all the Edo people, not going to radio because I have news, counter news, and counter news here today. We're going to deal with these things, and we're going to try to see how much we can be able to talk about it. Then while we go on, the Edo State election called disqualified Ize-iyamu's running mate. Wow. There are two news I'm going to read. Then there are three on this very election, three news today on this very election that we are going to look at in this very particular election case. So, called disqualifies Ize-iyamu's running mate. That Ize-iyamu's running mate was the Gani Audu Gani. If you remember, during the electionary time, there was multiple mutilations in his certificates, bearing different names, about 5 certificates, having 5 different, identity or nomenclatures, which made the PDP to charge him to court to say you are not qualified to contest this election based on the false claims you have made as a result of your qualification. Before I read that, I don't know what is wrong with our leaders. Like I said, pride is actually one of our greatest problems.
Yeah.
The Constitution said minimum qualification is an attempt or a certificate. The word certificate means certificate. It never stipulated which certificate you need to tender. It can be a primary C certificate. It can be an SSC. Then you can go to your BSc or wherever you want. Why trying to act big when actually you aren't big is my question. The problem today we need to start dealing with is the issue of certificate in Nigeria. We are too certificate conscious. That is why everybody wants to have a certificate.
At all costs.
One vice chancellor said many graduates in Nigeria today cannot even write their names.
Yeah.
Okay. The best you guys need to do is to start dealing with capacity, rather talking about paper qualifications. Go check the world. The people today who are actually developing today, they deal on capacity rather than qualifications. The Facebook we use today was made by dropout. He has a certificate. The Microsoft was by dropout. He has a certificate. Michael Faraday, the one who discovered electricity, is a dropout. He has a certificate. Go check people that actually did a lot in their time. They are actually dropouts without no qualifications. Having said that, let's go to the news. The Edo State High Court sitting in Benin City has disqualified the All Progressive Congress Deputy Governor candidate in September 19, 2020 election, Gani Audu. While delivering judgment in Benin City on Wednesday, the presiding judge, Justice A.H.A. Courage Obebo, said that Gani Audu presented false information to the Independent Natural Electoral Commission in its form EC9. This comes as a member of the People Democratic Party, Sunday Kadiri Oshohame had in a suit number B358/25 a case against the APC deputy governorship candidate and two others. In the suit, Kadiri said the APC deputy governor candidate allegedly gave false information in form EC9 to the Independent National Electoral Commission to aid its qualification. Meanwhile, the Edo PDP Media Campaign Council has reacted to the court verdict, saying the party candidate Ize-iyamu will appeal the ruling. In a statement issued shortly after the judgment, chairman of the party campaign council, John Mayaki, said the governorship election remains subject of litigation over what he described as contented discrepancy in the academic credentials of the declared winner, Governor Obaseki. I have already instructed my counsel to appeal against the judgment, as I am convinced that the Court of Appeal will dispassionately consider the facts presented before the court and arrive at a just decision in accordance with the law, he said. Ize-iyamu also described the ruling as unfortunate and utterly wrong, urging his supporters to remain calm and law-abiding while expressing confidence that justice will prevail in this matter. Now, this is the latest news from Benin City. Gani Audu has been disqualified. That automatically means Ize-iyamu is disqualified until a higher court
upturn
the verdict of the federal
lower court.
That's how it is. As of today, they are disqualified from the race. Okay. There's also another court case that they won. Let me try to look for that because I need to put that up. Maybe that will help us to make some analysis on
this matter,
so that we can be able to judge these two matters together. Okay. Then another one again came. Court dismisses suit seeking to disqualify Ize-iyamu running mate Gani Audu. Okay. And I said a federal high court sitting in Abuja has dismissed a suit seeking to disqualify the deputy governorship candidate of the All Progressive Congress APC in the September 19, 2020 election in Edo State, Malam Gani Audu. The suit marked FHC ABJ SC 758-2020 was filed by the Action Democratic Party. It alleged that Audu presented false documents to the Independent Natural Electoral Commission. The plaintiff also alleged that the document contained misleading discrepancy, especially in names arrangement. However, in a ruling on Monday, the court dismissed the suit with cost. Now, I am not a lawyer, but at least I understand a little bit about the nitty-gritties of law. Now, when you say a case is being dismissed, there are different reasons why a judge will dismiss a case. One of those reasons is lack of merit. That is, the case has no local standing. Number two, it might be in a case of jurisdiction. Maybe the case that is being filed does not have, the judge does not have the jurisdiction.
Power. Yeah.
To
preside over
that case.
Yes.
Number three, it may be an abandonment of a case by the plaintiff. Because when you take someone to court, and when the court sits for the first time, the second time, and the third time, and the plaintiff isn't available, the case can be dismissed. Then also number four, the so-called technicality grounds. Technicality ground can be, for example, you file the case late within, because in every case there is a time frame. If you could not meet up with that time frame while the case was being filed, and at the time the judge pick up the case, then the defendant lawyer can come up with this technicality to say, yes, this case you don't even have the right to even hear it because the case was not filed within the stipulated time of the law. So such a case can also be dismissed. So dismissing a case does not mean that the defendant is not guilty of the alleged crime committed. In 2016 through 2017, the PDP candidate then, which is today the APC candidate, Pastor Ize-iyamu, and the PDP took Obaseki, then the APC governorship elect, to court on this forgery we are still dealing with today. Now, Obaseki won the case in 2016 on the grounds of technicality.
Okay.
That, the case was not filed within the stipulated time by law. So the case was struck out and dismissed. So that's how Obaseki did not pass through this udos that is going through today. So that was why when Obaseki became the candidate of PDP, APC quickly went to court even before the campaign starts, in order not to fall for the technical ground in which they lost the case in 2016-2017. Like I said, on this show, we are not political. We explain things so that the people, the common guy, can understand what we are actually talking about. Because people play politics with it, they try to find it in a way that suits them most. But we must try to explain things the way they are. That's why I have to try to take you through what the word dismissal is. I give you 4 reasons how a case can be dismissed. And I also give you an example of a man whose case was not dismissed in 2016-2017, who is still facing a very strong battle today in 2020-2021, which is the governor of the state, Governor Obaseki. So that shows that when a case is being dismissed, that does not mean the candidate or the defendant is not guilty. It just means there are some technical fault from the plaintiff that will make the judge not to entertain
that case.
Either it is called struck out or it is called dismissed. So when people are saying, the case in Benin was bought, guys, I just make clear to you right now what dismiss is and what judgment is. In the Abuja High Court case, it never stated that this case is dismissed, but he said, sorry, in the Benin High Court, he said, this case has been thoroughly dealt with.
It was a verdict.
And we came to a conclusion, that these allegations leveled against this man is actually true, based on the evidence before
what?
Court does not dismiss evidences. They work on evidences. Okay, if you watch, Obaseki lawyer wanted to do a dismissal in this case, but the court overruled it and said, no, let the case continue. APC is in the right track. Whether the decision based on technicality ground, the judge refuses.
To this ground. That's the Abuja case.
Yeah, of Obaseki versus Ize-iyamu now. Over Obaseki's forgery. He stood his ground. This must go like this.
Yeah.
So what you guys need to do is to appeal the judgment, but you don't appeal a dismissal. You see that now?
Yes.
Are you getting that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Now, in judgment, you can appeal, but in the dismissal, it is gone.
You don't appeal.
You don't appeal. It was dismissed on technical ground. It's gone. Bye-bye. Finito.
Yeah.
So that's why nobody actually appealed the case of the Abuja High Court, because it was a dismissal on technical grounds. But in the case of the Benin case, I think Ize-iyamu says he's going to appeal that case.
Yes, he says so already. He says so.
Ize-iyamu to appeal High Court ruling disqualifying candidacy. Why does he have the power to appeal? It is because a verdict. And also, guys, know that when you disqualify a case, it does not go into the judgment record. Like I said, I'm not a lawyer, guys. I'm talking like a layman. But at least the little one know. If when you disqualify, when you dismiss a case or struck out a case from the court, it does not go into the judgment file. So you know that every judgment become a law. Every judgment made by a judge become a reference point for
another case. Yes.
Become a law. So when cases have been disqualified, be dismissed,
it's not a law.
It's not a law.
So you cannot make reference to
the entire paper is being torn down and dropped into the garbage. So when you bring the case again, the judge treats the case as if he had never heard of it before. Because, the judgment is blind. He sees no one. He hears no voice. He only hears the voice of the law. So that's why any judge that you come into the courtroom of a judge, even when the case was there before, he sat as if it has never happened before. So at least with this, I've been able to make some point not to our people that dismissal and a verdict are two different terminologies in the court of law. This is not to support Obaseki, no. It is to teach our people the right thing. What we are doing today, Mr. Oni, is to teach the people the right thing. So we don't play politics with everything.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have anything to say before I look at this one.
I thank you for this clarification. It's a class for me. I think I just went to a class this morning. I never knew get it clear like this as at yesterday. I tried to do a research on the two cases because when the the judgment came up yesterday afternoon. So the APC people started throwing out that it was bought. How can the court in Abuja, state court overruled the court in Abuja? I didn't get it to this point. So all I want to tell our people, especially the Edo people in this matter, they should just allow the courts to do their jobs. We shouldn't take these things as a matter of when a case favors, it's good. When it does not favor, it's not good. It was bought. If this case have gone the other way, I'm sure APC will be celebrating that it's a democracy for the people. But now, because it did not go their way, they are crying of bought case, influenced by no. So please, my people, let everybody become like your leader have said, Ize-iyamu, calm down. He has the right for appeal. And thank God he's already instructed his legal team to go for appeal and let the court do their jobs. That is my position. Whatever come out of the courts at the end of the day, maybe in the next 3 months, in the next 2 months, whatever come out of the court, then we move on. There is no need to start creating problem. Being a governor is not the only thing in this world. You can make your impact without being occupying an executive office. You can make impact without being a brother or SA or a commissioner to a governor. We must not start killing ourselves because we are supporting a governor or want to be in the to be associated with government. Please, my people, I plead with you, let peace reign in Edo State and Nigeria at large. This matter is very clear now. Even to my own understanding, it's now very clear. But I don't want to start saying they should, if they want to go to appeal, fine, take up your appeal and go. You have it's your right. Let nobody deny you of it. But the idea of throwing up propaganda, bringing tension to the society is what is my problem. We shouldn't go to the extent of bringing on things that are not in existence because you want to make a point, thereby creating tension in the society. That is what I'm appealing to my people. Let the court do their jobs. One way or that, we will move on. That is all I have to say for that.
Yeah, thank you, my brother. Let the court do their job and let peace reign in the state. Yeah. It is not by power or by force to lead people. Edo have decided, let the decision of the Edo people stands. Because the moment, that's why we're having problems today in Imo State. They took Emeka as their governor. But the Central Supreme Court gave them Uzodinma. Uzodinma is destroying all the legacies that Okorocha left behind. Yeah. Imagine destroying a full hospital. He said that place was supposed to be a market. For goodness sake. What is even between an hospital and a market? Put down a multi-billion naira project. Destroy it down. Pull it down. Pull it down. I've never seen in Europe, since I've been in this country, that I see a house being destroyed. He said when it had grown its normal time of existence, or you now have cracks underneath that it cannot be able to hold the number of people. No, yeah, they build these skyscrapers, 20-story building, 15-story building, 10-story buildings. So I've not seen them destroy, except when the thing has gone to, okay, the foundation is damn bad. They cannot hold the house again. That's when they won't let people know the reason why they are pulling down that house. Not a house they just built less than 2 years ago, an hospital for that matter. We have a very poor facilities in Nigeria, and Hope brought them down because he was not elected by the people. Let the choice of the people always stands, not the choice of some few individuals. We talked about Obaseki now today because we put him there. We shout at Obaseki as if it's just like we were doing to Jonathan. Nobody tried to. Listen, I'm telling you, if Obaseki leaves power to them, people like Ize-iyamu comes in, some of the things we are doing, we can't do it.
You can't do it. No, you can't. No, it's very clear. It's very clear. You can't try it.
You can't try it. Many of us will go to
prison.
Many of us will go to prison. You're joking.
Yes. What Oshomole did to Obaseki, he can't try it with Ize-iyamu.
He will go to prison.
He can't try it. Ize-iyamu. Can't try it with Ize-iyamu.
So let us not lose again another Gula Jonathan, and later we'll start crying.
That's true. That's the point. That's the point.
So the guy keep quiet doesn't mean that he doesn't know what to do. He just have this sympathy for human. You want to follow the law. That's what I said yesterday. That's one thing I have, the problem I have with him. You want to follow the law because he's refined. He's not a jaguda like us. He's a refined man, so it's a little bit difficult for him to play the part of the way we play it. So guys, understand that. Then Ize-iyamu appealed. Ize-iyamu to appeal the court rulings disqualifying candidacy. The candidate of the High Progressive Congress in last year Edo's governorship election, Pastor Sage Ize-iyamu, is appealing a high court ruling notifying his candidacy alongside his running mate, Honorable Gani Audu, in the tightly contested Guba race, which remains subject of litigation over contended discrepancy in the academic credentials of the declared winner, Olanrewaju Obaseki. I want to say this, sir. They always saying there are discrepancies in Obaseki's qualifications, right? Right? And there are also discrepancies in the qualification of your running mate. You are saying it is wrong. Sometimes I don't get these people. Your own running mate had the same issue like Obaseki has, right? Is that not true, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes.
But the two of them are having the same running battle now.
Problem. Yes.
Now, you are saying the case against your running mate is bought. And you forgot that by law, by natural law, the case against Obaseki was not supposed to be in Abuja, it was supposed to be in Benin. That is the area of jurisdiction. But the case was taken away from Benin to Abuja because they felt Obaseki influence will prevail over the case. They took all Obaseki cases away from Benin to Abuja. The Supreme Court judge, Tanko Mohammed, did that. Okay? In order for them to have a neutral ground.
Yes.
The governor is not even complaining about that. For me, there was something that was not working, that was not actually right in those cases. If you also watch, sir, when the chief judge of the High Court came up and said, okay, all judges shall go into Christmas break and resume on the 8th. Okay? This very particular judge said no, it's not going to break. And it will entertain all Obaseki case during the holiday time.
Yes.
Which also against the law, a law have been promulgated, have been made, but he refused to go. And people are lying to me. Nobody's making assumption, insinuations on the action of this judge in the matter. So if you have Audu, Obe, and different names was being put up by your candidate, you are talking about the litigation of Obaseki's candidate. Now, Obaseki's litigation is already in court. I mean, Obaseki discrepancy is already under litigation.
Litigation, yeah.
So Obaseki litigation had nothing to do with the judgment that was made against your running mate in the gubernatorial election. It's crazy. So let just the way you are telling the Obaseki to allow the court to decide the case. You also should allow the court to decide the case against you.
Exactly.
If you feel there's some level of forgery in Obaseki certificate, Obaseki is feeling that there's some level of forgery in your running mate certificate, bros,
let it be.
Allow the court now to make the decision. The court has decided that your running mate is disqualified because of multiple names, arrangement, and changes. Now, all you need to do is to go to the court and file for an appeal, just as you said.
Yes.
Not trying to say, Obaseki certificate is litigation. We know it's already there. Yes, Obaseki have already closed their case.
Case, yes.
So we are now waiting for the submission, for the summary of the case, and the judge will make his verdict. Whether Obaseki is qualified or not. Let the court be the one to do that.
To decide.
We have never heard, and not because I'm supporting Obaseki, guys, I have never heard Obaseki talks about Audu Obe. I mean, Audu Gani's qualification.
I've not.
Never heard. I have never heard of any of Obaseki's supporters talk about Audu's Gani's court case. I have never heard. Until the judgment came out yesterday. I've even forgotten that there was actually a case. And guess how?
I thought after that of Abuja, that was dismissed. I thought that was the end.
It's the same with me. I thought totally forgot that there was a case somewhere. But in their own matter, they are always on the social media peddling false information to the people. The reason is this: they are trying to get into the mind
of the people
and claim that the judgment was bought.
Yes, they're trying to play on the
governor.
Yes.
Like the 700 million naira security vote that they have been using, continuously repeating every day. That today people not only believes there is a 700 million naira somewhere that the governor is keeping and putting in his pocket and embezzling it. Okay, guys.
I was talking to my junior brother yesterday in respect of this case. Is with the APC. He said, the judgment was bought. How can you now say that somebody that was once a senator or House of Assembly member, somebody that have been in the realm of politics for over, he has been a senator, he has been this. Now you just know that the names are not correct. I say, okay, I just call him. I allow him to learn. When he finish all his analysis, and I told him, you see, you are okay now with this. You are analyzing that he has been a senator or a House of Rep member. He has been a local government chairman. He has been a House of Assembly member. With all this that you don't do. I said, but did you remember that Obaseki was a governor with the same certificate you are talking about now? He said, yeah, leave that one. I say, you see how you people just play on people's intelligence. You just want to get to the mind of people by force. You agree now? You are correct. By now, we don't supposed to have this kind of matter at this stage of this man's life.
Yes.
Because of the system we operate. Considering the offices he has passed through
from America down to every part of the world.
Yes.
You know,
so I wonder the way we think, the way we reason as a people, especially the common. If the politicians are doing that, I don't have problem because they are politicians. They want to get to your mind. They want to play on your intelligences. I can accept it for the politicians because that is their job. But for those that are not politicians, that are just supposed to be neutral in these things, don't let people get to your mind like that. Don't let people use you like that. That's my point. I like Obaseki. I support him. I like his ideology, his ways of doing things. Because I like people who do things intelligently calmly, not the brig kind of people. I don't really like those kind of people. But anywhere he's wrong, I bring it out. I say it clearly. This, I don't like what you are doing here. I don't like this. I don't like this. But that does not remove the likeness I have for him. So that is why I'm appealing to my people to please let us do things judiciously, rationally. Let's take matters the way they are. Allow the right people to do what they are supposed to do. The court is there. The reason why the court is there is this. That's why I'm saying, let the court do their jobs, whether for Obaseki, whether for Ize-iyamu or Gani Audu. Do whatever you Adam Ganu, whatever. Let the court do their jobs.
Do you know what is that? Do you know what is that? You know, people will be calling me and say, humanist, you don't talk about Obaseki, you don't support Obaseki in this court matter. Okay, what am I going to support Obaseki for?
What?
I just asked it. I said, listen, this court is already under litigation. I always bring out news and analyze the news that come up.
Yes, the way. Yes.
Not my own assumptions. I said I can't do that because this is a court case right now.
Yes.
So if any news comes from the court, I'm going to put the news down, analyze it. If even the judge is 40, I will point out where the judge is 40 from his judgment. That's what I'm going to do. So I cannot come at him just the way APCB are doing, showing the Obaseki certificate. You are not UI. You are not the secondary school where goes like grammar school. You are not the primary school Obaseki went to. You are not the NYSC. You're not the.
You are not the ICHS where
university went to in US. So I cannot. If I give my certificate today, it is the school that will say it is false or
correct,
forged or correct. It's simple as ABC. Not even you. You cannot go and take your own and take my former journey together. That's none of your business. Let the school be the last to decide who is actually qualified. I said that's why I am not getting myself involved in all this thing, you know, Obaseki. No, I only come out as soon as election is over. Obaseki has won. All I think about now is how it can make Edo better for me and you. That is my point. That is my position. So on the cases that he had in court, let the court be the one to make the decision. If the case was against rigging, then I would have been coming out every day. Then I know that case is a no-go area. Because I have evidence to prove that the case, the election was not rigged and fair.
Yeah.
But if I not involve some technicality that I cannot actually explain, you know, as a person, then I have to wait until the court gets their verdict done. Then I will not come and do my analysis on the verdict of the court. So look at what he said again. Said the Edo State constituting in Benin City had on Wednesday, January 6th, disqualified the candidate of APC over alleged infiltrations contained in the document submitted to ANEC by Deputy Governor candidate Honorable Gani Audu. However, in the press statement, Pastor Ize-iyamu described the ruling as unfortunate and utterly wrong. I do not understand why our people are bringing the court in Nigeria to disrepute for personal gains. I don't understand it. What about tomorrow? If the court in Abuja not give the judgment in his favor, will he say it is utterly wrong?
No, we will say victory for democracy. When the case of this same Audu case, when it was thrown out, dismissed in Abuja, they celebrated it.
Yes,
they celebrated it.
This way, I'm having it really tough with these people. Why can't these judges start standing and say, my guys, shut up your mouth there? You celebrate one. You guys, if it's not in your favor, democracy is at risk. If it's in favor, this is
for democracy. Victory for democracy.
The same judge will give two different judgments. One that favors you will be democracy at work. The other one is a bot judgment. How can you call a judge that he actually sold out a judgment in favor of someone else? You're already tarnishing the image of the judicial system.
And this is a lawyer. And he's a lawyer.
A lawyer without a barrister. You know, we all should start thinking that you are saying the judgment is wrong. Are you the judge? Listen, guys, let me also shock you guys. Do you know something? Judgments are being made based on evidences.
Before the court.
Before the court. Not based on who is right or who is wrong. The judgment is blind. Justice is blind. He had a pendulum in his hands. The pendulum of the justice is determined by the evidence before it. That's why it's a two-side. The plaintiff and the defendant. Then the justice hold the pendulum with a tight face, not seeing anyone. Then all their evidences are being put on both sides of the pendulum. Then at the end of the day, the justice, which is now representing, which the judge is representing, will now weigh the case, weigh the pendulum before him with a closed eyes. Then where the pendulum swing to, wins the case. This is as simple as ABC, guys. That's how it works. They know. But because of political greed, people do not actually want to now accept what is norm.
What is not in their favor.
In our society today. And this is not good. And many of these APC guys are blaming Donald Trump for not considering defeat.
Yes.
Many of them.
Yes.
And you guys refuse to consider defeat as we speak. It's not because the way the American law is different from the Nigerian law. Obaseki would have not been sworn in. You have to wait for the American you have to wait for the litigation to be over before.
Yes.
That's why they do the election in November. Yes. You have November, December before January 20th. So you have a long time for the case to be dealt with and everything goes off. Okay. So let me just say that I have already instructed my counsel to appeal against the judgment, as I am convinced that the Court of Appeal will dispassionately consider the fact present before the court and arrive at a just decision in accordance with the law, he said. Listen, you do not have the legal standing to decide how the case will be, guys. Listen, these are raw. If I am a judge, if you do this, and I get this kind of publication from you, I will summon you to court and warn you, if you try it again, a case will be filed against you. You don't tell the court how the judgment will be. Go tell your lawyers, let them do their job, so that at the end of the day, they can be able to convince the justice, not the judge now, the justice, which is the law, that what is presented before them are false allegations. If you can't do that, guys, you do not have the right to say some of the things you guys are saying. You get some of us pissed off. As of today, I am not a lawyer, but at least I have some level of understanding on how laws are actually done in a sane society. That's going to be my submission on that. Let's go to the next one again. We have another one here again. You know, alleged forgery. Basically graduate from UI, Deputy Registrar, Ted Court. Do you know that even with this case, the APC is still asking?
Yes, for certificate. Yes, they're still asking questions. They're still asking questions. One said this certificate he presented, the UI presented in court, it does not aligned with the one with the INEC.
INEC. I'm asking, okay, if someone in that certificate that you presented, does he have the same grade number? Does he have the same admission number? Does he have the same grade statute? That is second division lower.
Yes.
Does he have the signature of the registrar and the stamp of the school? If that is there, then what? I don't even understand what they know by fake. That's the problem.
It's just propaganda they are doing, nothing. They know what they are doing.
Fake. Well, don't worry. When this case start like this, not know as I be. Fake is when what is in one is completely
different from what
is in the other. That's fake. Fake is not about paper. Do you know that in the Swedish passport, we have different kinds of Swedish passport? You know, like in Nigeria, we have one. In Swedish passport, we have different kinds. It's red passport, but inside the passport, they are different.
There are differences.
Yeah. We are all Swedish, but they are different. Those of us who came as an immigrant, our passport is different. We have the Swedish people. The Swedish passport is very from, what I mean the Swedish, who are indigenous Swedish.
Swedish people, yeah.
Their passport is different from us who are immigrant Swedish. It's red, but if you open it inside the passport, the pages have some slight differences. So if you, as a level, understand what is happening, you can call my passport fake because I'm from Africa.
Even what me I'm seeing online, what they do is they take the original one, they tint it up again, maybe remove the just obviously make the color look different. Yeah. The color tell you it's fake.
No, yes, that's just manipulating.
Yes.
Manipulate it.
I'd say that's the fake.
So the authority of the University of Ibadan on Tuesday cleared Edo State Governor Gani Audu of alleged forgery of a degree certificate suit brought against him by the All Progressive Congress. At the resumed hearing of the suit in Abuja, the degree certificate was confirmed to have been issued to Obaseki by the university in 1979 after his former graduation. The deputy chief registrar, the leaguer of the university, Aboyomi Ajayi, who testified on Sobona, told the Federal High Court in Abuja that the governor actually graduated from the university. Led in evidence by Governor Obaseki counsel Ken Mosia, the witness adopted his statement on oath, deposed on the 31st December 2020 in defense of Obaseki certificate. Relevant page of the University of Ibadan calendar for 1976, admission brochure for degree, the awards of diplomas and certificate and Obaseki application for admission, and another one for the collection of his certificate from the University of Benin were tendered by the witness and admitted as exhibit by the court. The witness maintained that from the record of the university, Obaseki was admitted as a student in 1976 through direct entry and that he graduated in 1979 during the tenure of Professor Tinkana Tomuno as Vice Chancellor and Mrs. S.J. Okudu as Registrar. Under cross-examination by the plaintiff counsel, Akin Olujimi, the witness insists that the fact that some part of the photocopies of the certificate were cut off by the photocopying machine because of the largeness of the certificate did not invalidate the original and the authenticity of the original certificate. This is what I've been saying, guys. It is easy. It's a closed case. The further hearing continued on Wednesday as the defense team prepared to call for more witnesses. The deputy registrar, who said he joined the university in 1995, further told the court that the university was using A5 paper for certificate production at the time, adding that the Ministry of State for Education had referred the disputed photocopy of Obaseki certificate to university authority and that the institution in response confirmed the certificate to be original. Earlier in his own evidence, Barrister Charity Aguboru Rene, an advisor to Obaseki, had admitted making the disputed photocopy of the original decree certificate for his principal. He added that part of the copy attached to Form EC9 and submitted to the Independent National Electoral Commission were cut off because of the last name of the original certificate. He tendered the primary school certificate obtained by Obaseki in 1971, school certificate obtained in 1973, and higher school certificate obtained in 1976, University of Ibadan degree obtained in 1979, and another master degree from Page University obtained by Obaseki as his educational qualification. All the certificates, which are original copies, were admitted as an exhibit by the trial judge. Under cross-examination, the witness insists that the photocopy of the degree certificate, which had the signature of the university registrar, the date of issuance of the certificate, and the name of the vice chancellor partly cut off, did not make the photocopy of the certificate a forged document. End of quote. Now, let me refer you to one place here that I've been on the social media space also. Said he tendered his primary school certificate obtained in 1971, school certificate in 1973, and higher school certificate in 1976. Let me try to explain to people. I'm not in Obaseki era. Like I said, most of us, you and I, we are in the middle.
Yes. Yeah.
Between the old era and the new era.
Yes.
Okay. So at least we still have an idea of what happened in the old era.
Yeah.
What's happening in the new era.
Now. Yes.
In those days, they have what we called Standard 6. That time, you can go from Standard 1 to Standard 3. Then you can go from Standard 3 to Standard 6. Then you cannot go for higher education, the one they call A level.
A level, yeah.
So at that time. Then you cannot, from there, from your A level, you don't do JAMB.
There was no JAMB then.
Then when you get your A level, you automatically qualified for admission into a direct entry in any university.
Yes.
So people were saying, how can Obaseki obtain primary school certificate in 1971 and secondary certificate in 1973? The 1973 certificate, what he said, it is called school certificate. School certificate. School certificate, not secondary school. In that time, there was only like secondary school. It was Standard 6. Then you go to higher education. They had no secondary school. The higher education were called colleges. Then you spent 3 years in college, not 6 years. They be operating the 9-year standard in those days, just like what is happening in Britain and most part of Europe today. That was the standard they were operating. They have what we call the 9-year standard. So we have grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, grade 4, grade 5, grade 6, grade 7, grade 8, grade 9. Then when you finish grade 9, you now go to high school. That's what they do in Sweden, because they don't do JAMB. You now go to high school where you now spend 2 or 3 years again. Yes. Then you are not qualified to now go into a university. So the certificate is not secondary school. No, most of these guys who talk today are the young generation who do not actually understand.
So they really don't understand. Yes.
In the past,
all they know is when you finish a secondary school, you do JAMB, you score 280, 250, you get to university. They never knew there was a time when there was no JAMB, when universities just call for, you apply for admission, they call you for an interview. Every university was kind of autonomous to when they conduct. Yes, if you pass their internal interview, you get admission. So whether your school cert is 6 credit or 10 credit, it doesn't actually matter. So they don't know about that. So they are basing their judgment on what they know now. They didn't know that there was a system that is different from what is happening now. And when you, the sad thing is that when you try to educate them, they don't listen to you. I was in the beginning when I tried to educate, even that my junior brother, I was trying to educate, this is what actually happened. He said, no, it's not like that. I said, but this is what was obtainable at that time. This is not what you know. You know about jam. I live around, my house is around IC Road. That IC Road was continuous education. It was for people who finished secondary school that could not get their complete result. They come there for continuous education, and they were doing HSC. Once you get the required result, it gives you automatic admission to universities. My house was housing most of the people coming from other parts of Nigeria, from east, west, to come and go to ICE in Benin City. I know about these things. I saw them come to school, the people from east and west. They will come out, they will rent house in my house, in my mother's house. They will stay for 1 or 2 or 3 years. When they finish their course, they'll get admission into a university wherever they want to go, for those that make the required courses. So it was different then, but these people don't listen. That is the problem. They don't want to listen. But I don't really bother myself about them. I'm discussing it because we have to discuss it at this point. I don't really bother. I just let whatever you want to do.
You know what we need to discuss. So we need to educate them. Yes. This platform is to educate people on what was sustainable before, what we need to know now, so that you don't argue blindly and look foolishly.
Of course. Yeah, of course.
Okay. Now, Obaseki finished presidency in 1971. Okay. But he's got his higher education in 1976. Higher school certificate in 1976. Between 1971 and 1976, that's 5 years.
Yes.
And also, it was in 1989, the last class 5 ended.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Many of you do not even know that we have a class 5 before.
No, many of them don't know. Many of them don't know. So they are judging based on what they know now. Oh, I was the first set of SSC.
SSC.
Yes.
So guys, I will continue to tell you guys the truth. That's why this channel is to teach you, not just to come here and talk politics alone. When I'm talking politics, explain to you things that you do not know, so you get it clear. Why did he have 3 certificates between primary school and the end of the secondary
university
school?
Yes,
no,
yes.
End of the secondary school. I'm going to explain that because that's what they said. They said, how can he finish primary school in 71 and get a certificate in 73?
Yeah.
So it means it was getting triple promotion every time. They thought it was 6 years. Now, when you finish primary school, you now go to what it's not even a college. It's like a grade.
Yes.
The grade is done for 3 years.
Yes.
If you finish that grade, you cannot become a primary school teacher in those days.
Yes, yeah.
They call it the grade 2, grade 3. That's what they are. Yeah. Grade 2, grade 3. That's how it came in those days. You cannot become a primary school teacher, or a secretary, or a typist, wherever. Then those of you who want to further university, want to go further, will not go to a high school.
Yes.
Like the ICE, like the Gosa Grammar School, and all this for another 3 years. Yes. Before you will not get the qualification required
for university. Yes.
University. So Obaseki certificate did not start in 1973. It started in 1971 when he ended his primary school. He went into the first course, which is 3 years. Then when he finished there, he now decided to go further into the higher education, which is college.
Yes.
In Negosa, that he graduated in 1976. So from 1971, which is 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, is 5 years in the college. The one we now call secondary school today.
SSC.
It is not the way you think it to be. That's why you have certificates as a backup to prove that I went through the system. Okay, guys? So don't mind this, don't mind me. I will always tell the game the truth. They think because not because I'm a supporter of Obaseki alone. We need to start teaching our people to know.
That is the real reason for this program. Yes.
We don't just start believing
everything you just
there are many of them, they're even lawyers. There's a guy, a friend is a lawyer on Facebook. When I see how guys are like, come on.
Same.
This guy, you just off the line. I'm not even a lawyer. I don't even know law. But what you're just saying doesn't even make sense. But when I check his age, is this new generation? It's okay, I don't blame you anymore.
You understand. You understand.
It's your level because they killed Nigerian nature because of history. They took history away from the system. Then this new generation do not understand anything anymore. They've lost the reality of things. And if a deputy registrar says he attended UI, he came into a direct entry and presented every certificate that Obaseki gave to them. Guys,
you are still questioning it, yes. You are still asking questions.
Even the court of law cannot overturn that. Even the court itself cannot even think of it. You're going to say the school was lying? I said, if this thing happened to Dino Milaye, I will knew the outcome. The moment Ahmadu Bello University came out and said he was there, he attended it, that ends the case.
That was the end of the matter. Yeah, that was the end of the case, yeah.
This case is as good as dead. I don't care what is happening, but I'm going to say we all need to start actually studying. Go beyond Facebook stories.
Yeah.
Go down. Go do some basic analysis.
Research.
So you don't talk and people look at you as being an educated illiterate. Speaking English, not understanding the actual meaning of the words you use when you're talking. It is not what we think we need to be following in our today's what's it called? In our today. At least by now we need to start understanding how things are being done and how things is workable in a sane society. It might not, if you don't like Obaseki, it doesn't matter. You will not stand for what
of course
is right. Don't defend wrong or because of political correctness. It will not help you. It will not help me. Rather,
it's not the generality of the people.
We are selling false information to our unborn children who are depending on us for facts and for truth. If the court will say that Buhari certificate does not matter, that an attempt
was
is
enough
what matters for Buhari, that shows that you guys are making a lot of mistakes. Okay, let's go to the last news today. Let's go to the last news. Then with this, will be done for today. You know, we do. Please, guys, give us more like, give more thumbs up, share this video, let it go viral. Let us educate people. You know, because we are doing a lot of work. We don't sleep. You see what we have been doing now? We don't sleep. My brother is in Nigeria. For him to stay 2 hours with you guys every day is data that he's using. Okay, guys? But he doesn't mind. He want to be here to join in educating you people to understand how things are actually workable in our nation. General Buhari, you cannot criminalize Sowore and keep negotiating with Boko Haram and bandits, Olanrewaju Ahmed said. We're going to read that, then we are done for today. The Nigerians are dealing with criminal in power. Our hope have been shattered and murdered by clueless and incompetent leaders. It is crystal clear that General Muhammadu Buhari is a power-drunk dictator whose desperation for power has been shown after several attempts. And when he eventually got ushered into the seat of power, it became very clear that he has not repented from his military cruelty. Despite the killing and kidnapping going on in the country, the only project General Muhammadu Buhari can embark on is to arrest people for staging peaceful protest. Buhari should know that no amount of brutality, intimidation, harassment, and use of excessive force can stop an idea whose time has come.
To stay.
You cannot criminalize Olanrewaju Sowore for his freedom of expression and keep negotiating with Boko Haram and bandits that have killed thousands of people. Sowore has been known as a freedom fighter as far back as military era in the 90s. He never compromised, nor did he sell his conscience in exchange for money. His antecedents have earned him recognition throughout the world. General Muhammadu Buhari and his co-travelers are the real conspirators who have been intoxicated by their hold on power. The abnormalities in this government are enormous and well beyond redemption. Since Sowore with handcuffs should be a thing of shame and a disgrace to a woeful government that sits on the table of negotiation with Boko Haram and bandits who have killed and continue to kill thousands of innocent people. Meanwhile, Maina was part of government officials who ruined the lives of pensioners and siphoned billions of dollars under the pension scheme. He ran out of the country to Nigeria Republic only to be brought back to Nigeria with a private jet full of escort without handcuff or sign of brutality despite his criminal records. It's no more a news that Nigeria has become a laughingstock in the eyes of the international community, especially with the increase in killing and kidnapping. Muhammadu Buhari regime is no more concerned about protecting lives and properties they sworn to protect. The regime, so incompetent, is only chasing critics and freedom fighters. And if General Muhammadu Buhari thinks criminalizing Olanrewaju Ahmed is the only way to silence him, he should be prepared to criminalize all Nigeria. We are tired of this reign of wolves, agonies, blood, and tears. Enough is enough. End of quote. I've said it many times. This is why I said, we the South, if we don't unite, this man is all out, all bent out. When bandits kidnap people, they beg them. Even bandits get Buhari number, direct number. Bandits get the direct number of all the governors in the north. They call them. They negotiate with them. They plead with them. These are people that kill people how they want. Now, there are people who just want to exercise their fundamental human right. And all you do is to continuously arresting them, intimidating them, embarrassing them. How can you put handcuff in Olanrewaju Sowore's hand to the court? This was a guy you guys said, do not leave Abuja. Since you guys gave him that judgment, he had not left the shores of Abuja.
Yes, yeah.
Because he wants to be law-abiding. He refused to leave. He had been in Abuja since then till this moment. A man who had not run away from the face of tyranny. How can you put handcuff in his hands and put him on a black Maria to the court like a common criminal? Whereas Maina, the man who stole billions of dollars. First time he ran away, you guys caught him and gave him a bail. He disappeared again. He was not caught in a jail. And with a presidential jet, that's what you guys used to bring it back to Nigeria. He was on a suit well dressed and being escorted by a lot of policemen as if he was on a presidential
VIP
to Nigeria. We must begin to tell ourselves the truth, guys. Hate Sowore or like Sowore, if you don't stand for justice today,
it might
be a victim of the brutality of injustice. That's why I'm one of those who says injustice to one is injustice to all. Justice to one is justice to all. We must stand for what is right. We must do everything to defend what we think is right and go against what we think it is wrong and injustice to anyone. Doesn't matter what the person would have done in the past. But as at that moment where injustice was being meted out on the person, you must say it the way it is without no missing words.
Yes.
Because you might be a victim tomorrow. My face has become one of the most popular face around now on social media space based on the stand I took over the Southern Nigeria. Somebody told me, you man, be careful, you might be picked up one day if you come to Nigeria. I've been told that. Yes. On many occasions, I've been told that. So if peradventure they pick me tomorrow, because of the truth I stood for, and people will keep quiet, and people will not say, we want him not to shut up, we refuse to shut up. Yes. If I shut up, Omoyele will shut up. All these freedom fighters decide to shut up. Do you know that one of the most weakest of people are tyrants? You guys not know. Let me educate you on that, then we'll close. Then I give it to my brother to talk, then we'll close. You know that tyrants is one of the most, they are weaklings. People don't understand. You know, any tyrant is very, very weak.
Weak.
They are scared. They are so afraid. Tyrants do not have a heart. Their heart, even a woman's heart, is more stronger than the heart of a tyrant. That is why, in order for them to put fear in you, they brutalize you. They don't want you to talk, because the more you talk, they will be afraid. They are afraid. These guys are going to overthrow me now. These guys are going to kill me now. So they do everything humanly possible to put fear in you, so that the way the fear comes into you, you will lose your dignity. Then they rule. That's why all tyrant rules with brutal force, because of the fear that is in them.
Yeah.
Watch every tyrant. The tyrant, they have soldier police guarding them like hell. Because they are afraid of what will happen to them in the next few minutes. So Buhari is not that strong. He's scared of opposition. He's scared that his secret can be revealed and the people can turn against him. He's scared because he doesn't want to get involved in something that is not workable. So all he does is the likes of Omoyele Sowore is I've been exposing all his atrocities. I've been daring him. So in order for more of Omoyele Sowore not to arise among the youth, it will continue
to create fear,
to oppress Omoyele Sowore and put fear in the minds of your people.
Of others, yes. That's
the killing in Lekki Toll Gate. It was just a planned way to make the youth run into their holes, which is succeeded in. That is the work of a tyrant. He was already afraid that they're going to be an overthrowment, that the youth will do what they did in Rwanda and many other parts of the world. So he was scared that if I don't do something right now, these guys might overthrow me. He said, do you know the only thing that makes humans to be afraid is when they see people shot dead in their presence. No one wants to die. Then that's why they go ahead with the Lekki massacre to put fear in the minds of the people. And he thought, having put that in, the likes of Sowore and many others will run away. But he was surprised that the guys are not backing off. So he was, when they brought revolution now, the first one he picked was Bakare and Sowore and some few others and locked them up. Because these are guys who were not afraid to die. And the way they did that, everyone ran away. And they abandoned that cause.
Yeah.
Then before the answers came, they couldn't actually deal with the answer because there were no known leaders of the answers protest. That's why they couldn't actually dispatch them. So that's why they had to go to killing. But there was no leader, nobody to talk to. It was difficult for them to do anything. They had to resort to massacre, or the one we call the Lekki genocide. And the minute they did that, actually, everybody ran into their holes. Parents had to hold their children. I don't want to lose you. I sent you to school so that you can take care of me. Now that you have graduated, please, that's why there's no job. It is better you are alive for me than I see you dead. And this African mother thing. And that killed the answers protest. So now that Sowore is trying to resurrect again another form of awareness. So they have to pick him up as quick as possible. Put him on a handcuff. Video him. Put it on social media. Warning others, if you do it,
this is your
and if you are not as popular as Sowore, you are dead in the prison. Nothing will happen. So he put fear in the minds of people like us and many others who are wanting to be in the shoe of Yele. And today, look at it. The leaders of thought are not talking.
Yeah, nobody's talking. Nobody's talking.
The leaders of thought are not talking. When the right of the people is being taken away from them, the leaders of thought, they are saying nothing. I don't know if you have anything to say, sir.
You have said it all. You have said it all. The idea is to create fear in the mind of the people. It's not more than that. It's just to create fear. So it's up to us to take up the challenges. If we are waiting for the politicians, they are not going to talk. They are not going to talk. No governor is going to come out and condemn Sowore's arrest. No senator is going to come up and condemn Sowore's arrest. No political leader, whether from APC or PDP, is going to come up and condemn Sowore's arrest. It is up to us who bear the brunt of this whole problem. That is where the problem is. It is we that will take up the fight. If we allow them to just end it up like this with Sowore, then we can as well see for the next 10 years, there's not going to be freedom for us. Because this is a precedent that this government is setting that the next government might likely learn from if we are not careful. So if Buhari can do it, why can't I do it? You understand me? So I think we Nigerians should galvanize ourselves and leave all these distractions they are throwing around us and look at to the cause that we need to fight. They are creating fear. The fear is there. The fear is there. No doubt about that. That is the idea. You said it all. They want to create fear in our mind. That is the only way they are going to conquer us. And we are falling for them. So when they now use the fear, at the same time, use religious and political propaganda And we easily buy into these things. I do tell people, if you, like you said at the beginning of this program, when you praise people too much, we adore our politicians to the point that we now make them demigods. I do away with anything that makes me look at one man and say, this man is too much. Whether politician, whether religious leader, I don't demonize anybody. I don't demonize anybody, sir. This person is God. No matter who you are, whatever you are doing, it is the privilege that the people gives you that make you do whatever you are doing. So we should stop thinking that one man is, there's one political leader that is going to come and fight for us. There's one governor. Nobody is coming to fight for us, my people. Nobody is going to fight for us. We have to fight for ourselves. We have to fight for ourselves. We have to fight for ourselves. That is the only way out. No politician in this present class of politicians we have. No one. No one. So that is all I have to say, my leader. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, everyone. It has been a nice time again with my brother Emmanuel Oni. I want to say a very big thank you for always honoring my invitation to be part of this very show. It's making it more interesting and more lovely every day that we now have to have different opinions and then we listen to one another on how we can be able to move on in what we are doing. I'll say very, very big thank you. Maybe one of these days, we're going to bring in Elvis to the show.
That would be lovely.
One of these days, I'm going to tell him now. Maybe on Saturday, we should get ready to be part of the show so we can do this together from this angle now. You know, I don't ask questions. We do analysis based on what we think and what is workable for us. I'm going to call him later in the day. You know, Elvis is the CEO of Niger Watch, so I'm going to bring on the show one of these days so we can rub minds together and see how we can be able to do and settle issues. Now, let me show you a picture here before we go, sir. This picture on your screen, the man at the middle, head of the bandit in Katsina State, the leader of the bandit. He actually had an AK-47 with him.
Yeah, with him.
The man on sky blue with a red cap, that is Bello Masari, the Katsina State governor. The man in army uniform here, that is the GOC, a military officer in Katsina State. Here you have SSS, you have policemen all over this place. This was when we were having a meeting, a negotiating meeting with the bandits on how they will stop the harassment and the killing of their people. But they put Sowore on handcuff. They said it was inciting. This man has gone beyond inciting. It's actually
killing
part of the state as its controlled territory. They declared IPOB a terrorist group, but bandits are called criminals.
Yes.
They declared Shahid a terrorist group, but the S-men are called criminals, elements. This is the Nigeria that we find ourselves, guys. That's why some of us, we must speak to power. We must let them understand the true nature of things in that country. Until we do this, we continuously having issues of trust and development as a nation. AK-47, illegal AK-47, in the presence of an army man.
Yeah.
And the governor, the chief security officer of the state.
Very pathetic.
And they went to him. They went to him. They did not go to them. They went to him. They went to his own kingdom. Where is the boss? He has to come there if they want peace. They were supposed to pay this guy millions of naira on monthly basis, just to allow the people live their lives. But yet, once in a while, he comes in and struck. This is the nation, this is the nature of the Nigerian state that we have today, guys. Thank you, everyone. Have a blessed day. See you 1 o'clock. We're going to have a show on Nigeria YouTube today. We're going to have an entire session on what is happening right now in Edo State. Okay, over the cases upon cases and cases upon cases that I've just elaborated on. We're going to bring in one of our brother later in the day. You all know him very well. He's a popular face also on Nigeria to come and say what he thinks. So we're going to be here. We're going to make sure that we do something that that will give us a very good time. So please, 1 o'clock, 1 p.m. today, try to be online as we discuss the issue of the certificate forgery and the dismissal and the verdict of the case of what happened yesterday in Benin City. I am your friend, Human Steven, and my very guest in the house, Emmanuel One, will say good morning to you all.
Bye-bye to you.
Very, very wonderful day as we end the show for the now. Thank you, guys. Bye and God bless.